Good morning and welcome back to the morning show here on Channel 18 Outside Television. And before we continue on, a big thanks to Hernando's Pizza Pub. Life's too short to eat bad pizza. Those guys are open 364 days a year or something like that for dinner every day. And they have the best wings in town. I think it's Captain Spongefoot right out of Grand Lake. So check them out. Hernando's Pizza Pub, one of the local favorite. Hanging out with Frank Reeves, Superintendent of East Grand School District, and it's that time of year, a lot going on. I'm sure you've been busy for the last month or two. I don't know when you actually kick back in on trying to get everything ready for the start of the school year, because obviously you've got a lot of work that goes into beforehand there. But so the economy's booming, businesses are busy, tourism's popping and growing in town. We're seeing real estate prices now starting to eclipse our all-time highs. Mm-hmm. How does that translate into your budget? Are you able, you were talking about balancing salaries and seeing what you have. Do you guys see a growing budget because of our local economy doing well, or does it not really work that way?
No, it doesn't work that way. It's the state decides the formula for how we get money, and it's basically on a pure pupil basis, per pupil. So okay. If we have 1,000 kids and they say you get 10,000 per kid, then that's how much money we get. Most of that's collected in property taxes. What isn't collected in property taxes is backfilled from the state. So property taxes can't go up. We just can't raise
So
those.
Locally, we're not raising enough money to cover the whole budget. There is still money coming in from the state to help cover this too.
Yeah, right now I believe we raise locally somewhere in the 80 to 85% of all the money that we're allotted, and then the state backfills the rest of that.
Okay.
Through property taxes. Now, the more prices go up and the more homes that are built, the more percentage of that gets paid locally. So it doesn't really change much because it doesn't mean more money.
I see how that works.
It just means the state kicks in less money.
All right. So we talked about some challenges that you have with attracting teachers. What do you see in the future? What are some things that maybe we can do? Is it, are you battling with the state to try and get more money per kid? Or
that's a really a constant, January to May battle is to go down to the state capitol and say, here's the issue with schools is we're pretty grossly underfunded in the state of Colorado, but you have to understand so is transportation, so are many things, and we're not a very taxed state, but we really don't have a lot of money in the government for all of our programs. So, but we still fight for that. You talk about the future. A couple of interesting things. We lost a great candidate this year from Douglas County, who once they saw our salary schedule said, I just can't afford to leave Douglas County where they were making about $10,000 more. And I was volunteering over at the wine festival this Saturday, and a lady walks up who's a teacher in Douglas County who owns a second home up here. And she's like, I would love to come up here and teach. And I said, I have to warn you, our salary schedule isn't great. And she goes, I wouldn't care because I own a home.
Right.
And so it kind of triggered in my mind, maybe that's a market we need to go after, is to talk to our realtors, talk to who owns those second homes.
A part of our community in a second
fashion. And maybe we can go get them, because the lifestyle up here is so great.
We kind of talked about the challenges, but what are some of the benefits? Because we do offer some things outside of money. That, that is an attractive reason to live up here. What would be some that the teachers experience that might?
And so just in general, lifestyle's attractive. With our 4-day school week, that's a great incentive over Front Range districts.
So we don't have school on Fridays.
Right.
And the teachers work 5 or 6. They have a few contracted Fridays a year.
Yes,
they're
I think there's
Monday through Thursday is the teaching.
Yeah, I think we have 4 contracted Fridays throughout the year that is for professional development. And and then. Not only do you get Friday off.
Like some of us, they get to experience one day of being a ski bum, because we, Saturdays and Sundays get busy out in the slopes, and so it's kind of fun for everyone. You get Fridays to get out there.
You get Fridays, and the special benefit to that is you get a ski free on Fridays from either Winter Park or Granby Ranch.
An educator or a student, I understand.
Right, anybody in the district gets free skiing on Fridays. So that's, and it's kind of funny because a lot of people buy passes, but that's still an incentive to them. It's really kind of a cool benefit. And that's the other thing is we offer really pretty good benefits to our teachers and our staff in terms of insurance coverage and those things. And so, there is some incentive, but I think we just need to find the right fit.
With the wage challenge, is there ever talk through the board of raising the mill levy?
We've talked about it, but never gotten to a serious point, and because it requires a public vote, and
Right.
so you're asking again the public for more money to pay for schools.
The public, a lot of people challenge these same challenges, not just teachers. It's a lot of the different professionals in our town are all already struggling with their current wage to expenditure.
Right, exactly, and it's you know, that's a big task, is to go ask the public to put more money into public schooling when really the state should be picking up a lot more of it if we're already paying for 85% of it. So, but it's not off the board either.
All right, well, we're going to take another quick break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about some grants going on and some exciting new things that are going to come to the school district this coming year. So we're really excited about it. Once again, Frank Reeves, East Grand School District, and thanks for watching the morning show right here on Channel 18. Thanks.
Yeah.